In this tutorial, we're going to focus on angles on a straight line. And if we just bring our attention to this diagram right here, we can see that we've got a straight line right across there and two angles being made, one here and one here. And altogether, what we have is this angle plus this angle will equal 180 degrees. Now there are two angles. Angle here is number one and angle here will be number two. And together they make 180 degrees. Okay. Now that because there's only two, these are called supplementary angles, because supplementary angles are made up of two angles. Now that's all very well. Angles on a straight line can be supplementary if there are only two, but we can also have angles on a straight line where there are more than just two angles. So let's take a look at the first example that we have here. We can see you've got a straight line going right across here, and then we have three angles. We've got 1, 2, 3 angles. Altogether, those three angles are going to equal 180 degrees, but they're not supplementary because there are three angles instead of two. However, in solving these kinds of problems, we use the same magic number of 180 degrees. And what we've got here is if we take angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, we're going to get 180 degrees. So let's turn this diagram into a problem that we can solve. Okay, so now what I've got here, instead of angle 1, I've got an angle which is worth 70 degrees. Instead of angle 2, I've now got an angle worth 30 degrees. And instead of angle 3, I've called it angle y. So let's just transform this little equation here, this sample, by substituting in the values that we now have. And so what we'll have is 70 degrees plus 30 degrees plus, well, we don't know the value, but it's a variable and it's called y, and that is all going to equal 180 degrees. So let's just tidy up by collecting like terms. So 70 plus 30 is 100, so that's 100 degrees, plus y. We still don't know what y is, but we're going to get there very, very soon. And that all equals 180 degrees. So I need to make sure that on the left-hand side, I'm left with y. And at the moment, on the left-hand side, I've got 100 plus y. I want to get rid of this 100. So that's a positive 100. So how do I get rid of a positive 100? I do the inverse. I subtract 100. So I do the same to both sides. And now I have 100 minus 100. That's nothing. So it's 0. And what's left is a positive y. And that comes down. I'm nearly home. 180 minus 100 on the right-hand side, that leaves me with 80. And so now I know that angle y is worth 80 degrees. And that's how you do those kinds of problems. And it really is as simple as that.